Hi everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video. Yeah, back for another episode of stuff that I could be bothered to watch. That's right, stuff that I've watched over the last couple of weeks. Now I'm going to do this video a little bit different. I'm going to try and do this video without any editing. Yeah, I've never actually done a video full through without editing all my hiccups and crap out of. So this is going to be a very natural video. And we'll see at the end of it if I should really go back to doing editing on it. Okay, so hang on, let me have a swig of coffee. Okay, so let's get going. And got a nice little list here. Let's see what I've watched. Okay, these are in kind of watching order, although I've messed a couple up. So we'll have to just go through them. Have I got any physicals? Do you know what? I actually don't think... Well, I have got one physical, but it's in the other room, so I can't be bothered to get it. See, if this was edited, I could just stop the video and go in and get it. I can't be arsed. I seriously can't be arsed. Okay, so first up, we'll just use pictures that I've just saved off Google. Beast, starring Idris Elba. Yes. This is a film about a guy who takes a couple of daughters out to some African wildlife reserve where their late mother basically grew up, and just to show them the area. They've got a friend out there, Sholto Copley. I think Idris Elba's his one of lifelong friends. You could have stopped there, edited it, and then cut a new piece in. Yeah, anyway. And while they're out there, they get attacked by a giant lion. Yeah, not a chocolate bar, a lion. I thought it was okay. There wasn't really enough lion in it. And any kills that the lion did were off camera. You know, it wasn't a really scary lion. You know, when you watch something like Jaws, which we'll get to later, you're in fear of this creature, but it was just a little tame lion. It's like a little pussycat. Yeah, so it was okay. It was okay. I did give it 6 out of 10 though, so it wasn't too bad. It wasn't really bad. It wasn't crap, but it wasn't brilliant either. It's kind of like more or less in the middle-ish. If it was in the middle, it'd be 5, Paul. Oh dear me. Okay, let's get on to a what flick pick that I did. Easy Rider. I know there's no way out of this. I'm going to have to talk about it. Dennis Hopper, Peter Fonda, Jack Nicholson. This is an old classic. Was it 70s, I think, or late 60s or early 70s? Basically about a couple of bikers that decide to just try and transport some rolled up money in their petrol tanks across some place. Mardi Gras. They go to Mardi Gras somewhere. And it's just a drive. It's just, they're out for a ride on a Sunday afternoon. I thought this was going to be a really good film. Great cast. But if you're not stoned, it doesn't work. I should have got totally stoned out of my head. Then maybe it would have been a masterpiece. I found it very boring. I found it very retro and very hallucinogenic. Yeah, it's a weird editing where they sort of like go, oh. It does. It does that kind of weird editing thing. But the only interesting character in it was Jack Nicholson, and they basically killed him off. Sorry, spoiler. If I was editing it, I could have edited the spoiler out. Who cares? How old is it there? It's about 40-something years. If you haven't seen it, it's your fault. Yeah, so that's Easy Rider. I don't actually have the physical anymore. I gave it away. But I gave that 3.5 out of 10. Shit in hell, 3.5 out of 10 for what's considered a classic movie. It just didn't do anything for me because I wasn't high enough at the time. Next up, we have a film that was in the Poundland bin, starring Paul Walker, and this is Vehicle 19. Now, I do have a physical for this, but like I say, it's in the other room. I can't be bothered to get up and go and get it or edit it. Yeah, this is about Paul Walker's character. What was he now? I've forgotten what he was. I can't, do you know what? I can't even remember what he did for a living. Anyway, he was going out in South Africa. He was going to meet up with his girlfriend, or is it tinkering on ex-girlfriend, and he got pulled into some kind of deal. He got to the airport and picked up the wrong car, and there ended up being like weapons and a dead body. Well, not a dead body, an alive body, because there is a slight difference between a dead one and an alive one, Paul. Yeah, in the back of the car. And it's all corruption. It's all to do with police corruption. It was quite a good film. I actually really enjoyed it. But I just can't remember much about it. Anyway, I did give that one 5.5 out of 10. So it wasn't too bad. Midway. Yeah. Hang on. Coffee swig time. There we go. What we got next? Next we have a film called Samaritan. This is Sylvester Stallone. I believe this was on Amazon Prime. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Amazon Prime. It's the story about two brothers that were superheroes. You know, like, I wouldn't say Iron Man because he hasn't got any superpowers. You know, Superman, that type of character, kind of Superman and that kind of shit. I was going to say Batman, but what's his powers? He's rich. Yeah, it's about two brothers that used to be big. One was good, one was bad. And this young boy that lives in like a block of flats thinks that Sylvester Stallone's character is the good superhero. And he gets to try and, you know, he gets to know him. There's a whole bad guy thing going on around the area with villains and all that kind of shit. So, see, Paul, when you don't edit these videos properly, your reviews sound like shit. Yeah. And it was basically that. That's it. Basically that, you know. Is he Stallone? Is he really this old aged superhero that just wants a quiet life now? There is a twist, but I saw the twist about 5 minutes into the film. But anyway, it was okay. It wasn't a bad film. I can see why it went straight to streaming though, because it's not a big classic Stallone movie. It does have that streaming or straight to DVD feel to it. But I did give it 6.5 out of 10, so it's not too bad. Next up, we have some shark action. Yes, so not Jaws. We aren't there yet. Pardon me. This is Maneater. Yeah, this stars Trace Atkins. I've also got this on DVD, but it's in the other room in the bin because I've seen it. Yeah, and this is about some people that just get eaten by a shark and some visiting school leavers or some shit like that. Some friends decide to hop on a boat and go to some little island, and they all start getting eaten one by one. I can't even remember who was in it. Who was in it? Trace Atkins, the country singer. I've talked about this before. He's shit as an actor. He might be a good singer, but he can't act for shit. So he needs to stay away from acting. And it's got some god-awful lines in it. Special effects are pretty crap as well. It's right in your face type of effects. Who was in it? It was Shane. I can't remember his name. He was in ER. West. Shane West? I think it might have been Shane West. He was in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen as well with Sean Connery. And I think he's got a brief moment in it. Jeff Fahey from The Lawnmower Man. It's kind of like a blink and you'll miss it. You know, I don't even know why they put him in the bloody film. Yeah, it was a lot of old shit. You know, what do you expect? It was £7.99. It was on DVD. It was a crap story. It went nowhere. It's one of the worst shark movies I've ever seen in my life. And I gave it 1 out of 10. Yeah. Do you know what? If ever they make another one, I hope the shark eats Trace Atkins. Yeah. Spits his cowboy hat out. Oh, dear me. Okie dokie, what we got next then? Next, we have Dog. That's right, Woof, starring Channing Tatum. Yes, this is a heartwarming little tale about a dog that gets left behind because its soldier master died, unfortunately. And it's up to Channing Tatum to take this dog across country to the funeral of the soldier. And he gets to know the dog on the way. They get into a few scrapes here and there. Overall, I thought it was a heartwarming little tale. Yeah, it wasn't as good as some of the other dog films that are out there. I think probably, was it K-19? I think with James Belushi. I think that was probably one of my favourites. I've never seen that. What's that weepy one that everybody talks about? Not Old Yellow, but is it Owen Wilson? I think there's a big famous weepy dog film that nobody can get through. I've never seen that one, whatever it is. So why are you talking about it? Oh dear me. Next up we have Fall. Yes, I was a fool for doing this video without editing. This is about two young women that decide as a dare. One of them's a YouTuber, so she always wants to get all the latest views and that. Don't we all? So she ropes the other girl into climbing this 2,000-foot aerial. Not from the Little Mermaid. TV aerial or radio aerial, and unfortunately something happens up the top there, like part of the ladder falls off and they get stuck up there, and most of the film, well, all of the film is basically two women stuck up the top of a tower. Yeah. I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. It was gripping. It should have had a 3D release. I know probably the budget wouldn't have enabled it to have a 3D release, but I thought it would have had that massive impact in 3D and would have had a better response. So it's a shame that they never got a 3D release. There is a nice little twist towards the end. A weakened M. Night Shyamalan twist. I never saw the twist happening. I never saw it coming. So it was a bit of a surprise, but it worked really well. So yeah, I don't like heights. Yeah, I don't mind going up on aeroplanes, but I could not stand on the top of a tall building and just look down and see the ground. It would do my head in. Although I did go up the top of the Eiffel Tower once with Lulu. Yeah, but it was all enclosed at the top there, with a fence and all that. Yeah, anyway, I kind of like heights, but I kind of don't like heights, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I gave it 7 out of 10. Because, yeah, I really did enjoy it. I don't know if there's much rewatchability out of it, because once you see two women go up a... I was going to say, once you watch two women go up a pole, you can't really go back to it and have the same impact. Yeah. Okay. Maybe if it had been two women going up a thingy pole, what do you call it? Where they dance... Oh, shut up, Paul. A sexy pole. Okie dokie. We got two more left, thank God. We have E.T. Yes, I went to see The Extraterrestrial Nonce in IMAX. Yes, I did. I really enjoyed it. It's a great film anyway. One of my favourite Spielberg movies of all time. Although it's the 40th anniversary, I was expecting the picture quality to be a bit better than what it was. Unfortunately, showing it in IMAX, they kind of expanded the picture up, so it kind of lost information off the sides of the screen. They kind of like zoomed in like that. And for that reason, it brings out a lot of imperfections in the actual picture quality. Maybe a lot of distortion, blurriness, grain and stuff like that. So it could have looked way better, but I'll talk about what could have looked way better in a minute. Overall, though, it was the experience of watching E.T. in a major, a massive cinema like that on IMAX. I thought it was great. Okay, we've got it at home, but it was the experience of watching it in an IMAX. Just hearing John Williams' music and everything. Yes, and I did cry. I did cry. When do you not cry at E.T.? Yeah, when he's having his finger pulled. Okay, on to the last one. Well, E.T. I gave 10 out of 10. I've got to give E.T. 10 out of 10 because it's E.T. Okay, let's get on to the last one then. Let's talk about Jaws. Let's talk about the best shark movie of all time. We know all the story, you know, about this shark, this killer giant white shark attacking the small island town of Amity. I was going to call it Amityville. Amity, that's a different film. And it's up to like Roy Scheider, what's his name, Richard Dreyfuss, and I've forgotten the other bloke's name. I only did the review yesterday for it. Do you know what? I've forgotten the other bloke. Well, Robert Shaw, yeah. It's up to them to track down this shark and kill it. Now, this one really surprised me because I was expecting the same type of picture quality when I went to see it as E.T., but this totally blew my mind. It did. It blew me away. This time we went with the 2:39:1 picture ratio, you know, the standard letterbox format. So we did have big bars at the top and big bars at the bottom, probably about 6 foot and 6 foot. But because it was IMAX and we were close to the screen, it just filled our entire view. So I'm doing that. Uma Thurman from Pulp Fiction. Yeah, so it entirely filled the view. So there was no problem with that. What really shocked me was the actual picture quality. It was absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning in 4K. No imperfections. It was so pin sharp, so razor sharp. You know, you can see the beads of sweat of people's faces. You can see every little drop of blood and bits of guts of shark when they cut them open. So, yeah, it was an absolutely fantastic presentation. The best presentation of an IMAX film that I've seen so far, even though I've only seen a handful. The sound was really good as well. It could have done with a bit more punchier bass, like I said last, you know, in the review. But all in all, I bloody had a good time with it. Really loved it. And I really hope they keep this thing going about re-releasing films. Yes, we need new films. You know, we need all the new blockbusters. We need all the new semi-independent films and stuff like that. But I would love the opportunity to just be able to go to the cinema and to watch a film that we've seen before. You know, next year, 1983. Next year, 2023 is the anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back, and I would love to watch The Empire Strikes Back in IMAX. Wow, that would be something. So yeah, I hope they keep pulling these films out, putting them back into the cinemas. Independence Day, that's another film I would love to watch See, there'd be an editing cut there, and then I'd splice this little bit together here, and then there would be a seamless body movement, and then it would be like nothing ever happened. Yeah. What was I saying? I can't bloody remember now. What's coming out? Yeah, I don't know. Independence Day. Yeah, I'd love to see Independence Day on a massive screen again. You know, because we've got all these Star Trek ones that have come out. So, cinemas, if you're listening to me, you're probably not. Just re-release old films as well, so that we can get a chance to watch all the big classics on the big screen that, you know, a lot of us probably never saw the first time round. Fantastic. Yeah, of course I gave Jaws 10 out of 10. It's a no-brainer. Especially if the shark bites your head off. It's definitely a no-brainer. Yep, so there we go. So that is another one done. Another one done. Another one bites the dust. Okay, so it's taken 20 minutes to get through this video. Not too bad. I thought it was going to take a lot longer. Thought we were going to be here for about 2 hours. I hope you enjoyed the video. This was like a little experiment. If you want me to just wing it and do the videos like this, just ad lib and try to remember what shit I've watched, let me know in the comments below. Or if you'd rather have them a little bit more polished, like a turd, and edited and spliced together and made to look professional. Also stick down in the comments. So I'm good either way, but let me know anyway. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it by giving it some thumbs up. Blah, 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 blah. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share, and I'll see you on the next video very soon. And that last little bit of dialogue there, I never have to edit or splice that together because I've said it so many times that it's drummed straight into my head. Yeah, okie dokie. See you again. See, I'll probably cut that out there, and I'll just go bye. Yeah, that's enough, Paul. I'll see you later. Bye.